still here at the lab. We've been working through our series on holistic anatomy, and we've been correlating the Western concepts of trigger points and muscles to the Chinese meridian system, and showing how that meridian system sort of incorporates those trigger points, or that Janus-Trevelyan trigger point system. So we were looking at the muscles of mastication. We did the masseter. Here we're going to look at the temporalis muscle. Temporalis muscle comes down onto the coronoid process of the mandible, and then spreads out onto the skull here. Kind of looks like a fan with fibers sort of extending out into the skull there. And when you chew, it helps in that action. So there are a few trigger points that are found on the temporalis muscle. There's one that's sort of down here in the front area of the temporalis muscle, and it has a corresponding referral zone that goes into the cheek there, and then has a reference point over the eye there. Has a little bit of a kind of coming up into the skull, sort of there. When we look at that particular trigger point and try to find it on our model, we see that it probably falls into an area where there are a couple of different. There's that eye line that we see there, which is the large intestine, or no, this is the Sanjiao meridian. There's that cheek line that we see there, and this is the small intestine. And then there's that upper line up over top, if it does go up to the top, and that's the stomach meridian. So that particular trigger point falls on a few different meridians and can connect to a couple of different areas. Janet then labels another trigger point, which is right behind it, back here, and that one overall has that upper line referral and then this middle line referral. And again, we sort of see that correlation here in the yellow stomach line and in the Sanjiao, or actually even the gallbladder, which is the green one there. Then there's one that is found even a little bit more posterior to that, sort of up here. And that particular one has a referral zone that again goes into the teeth here, and then a referral zone that kind of captures the back part of the skull there. And if we see that one probably correlates to this gallbladder line here a little bit better, because we see how that gallbladder goes back into the skull there and connects onto that. And then again, probably either maybe connects into, or maybe if it's a little bit more anterior, would fall on that stomach line and catch into the stomach line. So very convoluted, but just you go a half an inch to this way or a half inch that way, and it's going to fall on one of the other meridians, which would show a different referral line. There's one more little tiny one that's up here in the back, and it causes more of a posterior referral. And again, I would have to say that one probably connects more to the gallbladder line, which is more on the back side here as well. So the muscles of, or the common trigger points found in the temporalis then have a very convoluted referral pattern, but we can see how it again correlates to the meridians. If it falls on, a little bit to one way or a little bit to the other way, it'll be on one meridian or the other. So again, we see how those meridians bore out those trigger points, and there are acupoints found on each one of those lines, or each one of those acupoints are also trigger points. Stay tuned. We'll move on to the next muscles as we go.